My stride lands cleanly this morning. Heel, then ball, then lift. I take notice of the full motion instead of just the point of contact. There's a smoothness in the follow-through. I don't always acknowledge it, though. The strike doesn't end when the foot hits the ground. It ends when the motion settles. Most people focus on the impact. The craft lives in the arc.
The ember stirs, the morning calls. Curiosity moves through it all.
You're joining me on the Ember Walk, where curiosity meets motion. I'm David Dysart. Together, we'll take a few minutes to step through one idea that shapes the craft of enrollment. In the Forge, the strike isn't limited to the moment of impact. It includes the lead-in, the hit, and the release. If you only train for the point of contact, your motion becomes rigid. Force lands unevenly. You hit hard, but shape poorly. The smith who controls both entry and exit of the strike shapes with precision that power alone can't produce. In our work, most people focus on decision-making. A few focus on how they enter decisions or how they exit after. I've delivered strong solutions that underperformed, not because they were wrong, but because I rushed into them or just left them too abruptly. The arc was incomplete. There was a cycle where we pivoted mid-admission strategy due to external volatility. I was correct in the core logic of the change. The impact landed, but I entered with speed instead of clarity, and I exited with a fast handoff instead of ensuring continuity. The team implemented the strategy, but their understanding was shallow. The strike worked. The arc failed. 6 months later, the approach faltered because no one knew how to maintain it without me. That gap wasn't a failure decision, it was a failure of follow-through. The arc matters equally in conversation. The strongest feedback doesn't just strike truth, it also sets the tone for what comes next. I once gave direct critique on a colleague's conditional logic. The critique was accurate, but I walked away immediately afterwards, leaving them with correction, but not context or even support. The impact stunned rather than shaped. I had trained for the strike, not the swing. Mastery requires control through full motion. Entry is the strike initiated from clarity, or is it from reaction? Impact is the force calibrated or accurate? Release. Does the motion exit in a way that reinforces structure rather than destabilizing it? If you only train the hit, you reinforce aggression. If you train the arc, you refine the craft. The arc is what keeps relationships intact after pressure. It's what keeps strategy stable beyond the moment of decision. Today, choose one place where you're preparing to take decisive action. Before moving, trace the full arc in your mind. How will you enter? What do you expect the exact impact to shift? How will you exit to ensure stability? If you can't answer all three cleanly, delay the strike until you can. Let your spark speak, and let us know in the comments or DM me. What was that one thing? And how will it be different with this arc created beforehand? Walk as if every step includes the moment before and the moment after ground contact. Control through the arc defines whether your strike shapes or fractures. And that's the Ember Walk. The Forge is yours now. Go make something worth the heat.
Step by step, the spark will talk. This is the end.